Welcome. We've got some thrilling Arsenal news lined up for you, so stay tuned until the end to catch all the latest updates. And don't forget to leave 300 likes to keep us motivated in bringing you the latest Arsenal updates. Wayne Rooney has stuck his neck out and backed Arsenal to go all the way in the Champions League this season, reckoning Wednesday night's showdown with Bayern Munich at the Emirates could be the launchpad. The Plymouth boss and former Manchester United legend told reporters that Mikel Arteta's side have that look about them: proper grit, top draw quality in both boxes, and a manager who's finally got the squad believing they belong at Europe's top table. Rooney pointed to the Gunners' rock-solid defence and the way they've been slicing teams open on the break, saying, "If they get through Bayern, and I think they will, no one will fancy drawing them after that." Big Wazza didn't mince his words on Harry Kane either, admitting the England skipper will always hurt you if you switch off, but insisted Arsenal have the tools to keep him quiet. "Saliba and that backline are different class now, they don't panic like they used to," he said. "Beat Bayern at home with the crowd going mental and the belief will go through the roof. I've been in enough big European nights to know when a team's ready, and Arsenal look ready." Coming from a bloke who's lifted the trophy himself, that's proper high praise, innit? Mikel Arteta speaks out about preview: Bayern Munich versus Arsenal, the tie of the Champions League so far. Wednesday night at the Emirates promises to be an absolute cracker as Arsenal host Bayern Munich in what many are already calling the most finely balanced clash of this season's UEFA Champions League. Bayern arrive on the back of a 2-1 win over Paris Saint-Germain that reaffirmed their status as bookies' favourites, while Arsenal remain the only side yet to concede a single goal in the competition. Something, as they say, has to give. Vincent Kompany has turned Bayern into a side that plays with freedom and swagger. Harry Kane is no longer just a number 9, he drops deep, drifts wide, and causes chaos wherever he pops up. Dayot Upamecano, once mocked for the odd clanger, now looks the complete modern centre-half under Kompany's coaching, calm in possession and ruthless in the tackle. The Bavarians are scoring for fun and, frankly, look rather scary. Across the touchline, Mikel Arteta has built what is statistically the stingiest defence in Europe's top 5 leagues. David Raya dominates his box, William Saliba and Ricardo Calafiori form a Rolls-Royce centre-back pairing, and the whole backline is drilled to within an inch of its life. Arsenal don't just defend, they suffocate. Yet this will be their sternest test yet. The spotlight will fall heavily on the wings. Bayern's Michael Olise, signed from Crystal Palace in the summer, has been nothing short of sensational 5-goal involvements against Freiburg last weekend alone. Pace, trickery, and a wicked left foot make him the sort of wide man who gives full-backs nightmares. Arsenal will need a plan A, B, and probably C to keep him quiet. Speaking ahead of the match, Mikel Arteta was candid about this summer's marquee transfers. "Bringing in Eberechi has been massive for us. He's given us that bit of magic in the final third and sorted out our left-hand side. Fair play to Bayern, though getting Olise was the signing of the window. He's different class and we'll have to be right on it tomorrow night," the Arsenal boss said in his pre-match press conference. Eberechi himself has settled brilliantly, chipping in with a hatful of goals and assists already, including a match-winning display against Spurs. His ability to play as a number 10 or drift out to the left has added a new dimension to Arsenal's attack, while still allowing Martin Odegaard to pull the strings centrally. Midfield should be a proper battle. Declan Rice versus Joshua Kimmich is the sort of individual duel that gets neutrals licking their lips. Rice with his aerial presence and set-piece threat, Kimmich reborn as a destructive number 6 under Kompany. Two world-class operators, two very different styles. Elsewhere, David Raya currently edges Manuel Neuer on current form, while Jurrien Timber and Calafiori would walk into most combined size at fullback. If you were picking a hybrid 11 from both squads tomorrow, it would be a thing of beauty: Arsenal's backbone married to Bayern's flair up top. So here we are. Can Arsenal's watertight rearguard finally be breached, or will Harry Kane personally end their proud clean sheet run? One thing is certain: this isn't just another Champions League night. It's the night when two of European football's brightest young managers go toe-to-toe with their masterpieces. The Emirates will be rocking. Football, bloody hell. Arsenal's injury woe eases just in time for Bayern bash. Blimey, what a turnaround for the Gunners. Arsenal's been proper battered by injuries this season, missing up to 8 first-team lads at one point, but the dark clouds are lifting ahead of Wednesday's Champions League showdown with Bayern Munich. After scraping through a gritty North London derby win over Spurs, Mikel Arteta's got some breathing room, with a couple of key players on the cusp of a comeback. It's like the Emirates is finally shaking off that curse. Could this be the night Arsenal finally give the Bavarians a proper hiding after all these years? Let's rewind a bit. Back in October 2015, Arsenal last tasted victory over Bayern, a 2-0 away win that feels like ancient history now. Since then, it's been a procession of pain, 5-1 aggregates, humiliating exits, the lot. Fast forward to today, and Arteta's transformed the side from also-rans into genuine contenders, fresh off a semi-final run last term. The bookies have us as favourites to lift the old pot this year, but facing Harry Kane's lot is no stroll in the park. Still, with the injury list shortening, there's a real buzz. Could this be the tie that catapults us deeper into Europe? The good news train started rolling last weekend. Riccardo Calafiori, Noni Madueke, and Gabriel Martinelli all shook off their knocks to feature against Tottenham, injecting some much-needed pace and steel into the lineup. Calafiori's versatility at the back has been a godsend. Madueke's trickery on the wing had the Spurs' lot chasing shadows, and Martinelli? Well, he's terrorizing full-backs again, isn't he? It's these returns that have Arteta grinning. Suddenly, the squad's got options, not excuses. But hold your horses, there's more silver linings. Martin Odegaard and Gabriel Jesus have been spotted grafting away in full training this week, looking sharp as tacks. Odegaard, the Norwegian maestro who's been pulling strings like a puppet master, could slot straight back in and boss the midfield. As for Jesus, the Brazilian firecracker's been sidelined too long, but whispers from Coney suggest he's itching for minutes. Arteta's not one to rush. Mind, he'll want them match-ready, not half-cocked. Arteta himself was proper upbeat in his presser, dishing the dirt on Jesus first off. He's quite close to be fair, the gaffer said, with that cheeky glint in his eye. And it's earlier than we expected. In the next few days he's going to have another step to make, with a game that we're going to organise for him, and after that he's just going to be knocking on the door, because he's Gabriel, a winner, that's how it's happened. You can almost hear the confidence. Jesus isn't just returning, he's coming back hungry, ready to bang in goals and wind up the Bayern backline. The injury nightmare's not fully banished yet, though. Gabriel Magalhaes is still nursing that pesky thigh knock, leaving a gaping hole in our centre-half armoury. Without him, it's down to the likes of Saliba and maybe a makeshift pairing, proper nerve-wracking against Kane's predatory instincts. Then there's Kai Havertz, who's been a revelation up top but remains touch and go, and Viktor Gyökeres, the Swedish sharpshooter who's been crocked since the summer. Arteta's playing it cool, but you sense the relief when he talks about the squad's depth holding firm. On the Havertz and Gyökeres front, Arteta dropped this gem, really good, both of them. In the next few days, they're going to have a repeat scan to see how everything is and where we can push them for the weekend. It's classic Arteta, measured, optimistic, but with that undercurrent of steel. No wild promises, just a nod to the medical team's wizardry getting these lads firing on all cylinders. If they sneak in, it could turn a solid 11 into something lethal, with Havertz dropping deep to link play and Gyökeres poaching like a fox in the box. Line-up-wise, this could be Arteta's dream puzzle. Odegaard reclaiming the number 10 role might sideline Eberechi Ease for a bit. Tough call, that, with Ease flair turning heads, but it adds competition, which the boss loves. Up front, Jesus edging back in gives options galore, rotate with Martinelli or unleash a pacey front three. The returns mean we can tinker without panic, keeping legs fresh for the league scrap too. Top 8 finish? Sorted. But Europe? That's where the Real glory lies. So, as the Emirates gears up for a right old European knees up, the question hangs, can Arsenal's patched up but punchy squad finally conquer Bayern's machine? We've waited a decade for this moment, and with Arteta's injury jinx fading, it feels like our time. The Gunners are primed, the fans are buzzing. Come on you Reds, let's make history. Football, bloody hell, what a time to be alive. Thanks for watching Arsenal Time. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Continue following the Gunners' journey with us, and see you in the next video. Come on, you Gunners!